and with all the good things you did offensively, you didn't close out the third very well, and as a result, early in the fourth too, and then you kind of had to win the game twice.
Yeah, we just let up, Tom, honestly. Thought we were playing a terrific game. I thought defensively, they're second in the league offensively. I thought we were doing terrific. And then really, that second unit today, that they've been great for us today, they were not. And I thought it was more our mindset. I thought we came in with an offensive mindset in that middle of the third, and I thought it changed the game. We were fortunate to win the game. But again, we're not going to win them all pretty. We'll take a win for sure.
Thank you.
Up next, we'll go to Keith Pompey.
Hey, Doc, sorry about that. Just talk about Joel. I mean, the game was 131. You know, Joel had a 8-0 run. I mean, he played huge down the stretch for you guys.
Yeah, that's who he is, man. Like, we have a go-to guy down the stretch, and what I like about what Joel was doing, obviously tonight it was scoring, right? But a lot of times it's with his pass. Watching him pick teams apart offensively with his passing and his scoring has been fantastic for us.
And then, Doc, I don't know if you were notified of this after the game, but there was a lot of players taking the knee tonight.
Yeah.
Boston and Miami walked off the court for a little bit. Can you just comment on that?
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened today, Keith. And, unfortunately, we've been focused on what happened in D.C., and it kind of got our eyes off a couple big events over the last 24 hours. The cop that shot Jacob Blake, no press charges, right? The two senators in Georgia winning. Flipping a state that's been traditionally Republican, and just the turnout of vote in Georgia. Stacey Abrams, they need to build a statue for her, in my opinion, in Georgia, for what she's done and the leadership she's had. And then you go back to D.C., someone lost their life tonight over something that shouldn't happen. It's a lot of stuff for a lot of people to handle. I told our guys before the game, though, this is America right now, and it's better than it was 10 years ago, and it may not feel that way right now, but young people are engaged, and they're voting, and it's beautiful to watch. And it's not young black people, it's young people. It's young people of all colors, of races, of gender. And so they showed out, the young people did, and I'm just very proud of all of them.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
Next question comes from Kyle Newbeck.
I'm sorry to talk about some trivial stuff after that, Doc, but I just wanted to ask why you decided not to go with Ben on Bradley Beal at any point tonight. It seemed like you wanted to stick with Danny and Matisse for that.
Yeah, I guess after 60, we probably could have made the change, We liked what Ben was doing as a roamer tonight off of Westbrook, being able to run. We thought it would allow him to get a lot of rebounds and push the break. We felt strongly that we can get a lot of easy baskets, so that part of it worked. The other part didn't.
Next question comes from Kai Carlin.
Hey, Coach. So, obviously, Steph Curry knocked down a bunch of threes tonight. That's what he's known for. But there were a couple times where he was able to put the ball on the floor, find Joel for a couple of shots. What does kind of impress you about Steph offensively other than just his shooting?
Yeah, I think, and I said this earlier, Kai, that Steph's a terrific pick-and-roll player. Puts the ball on the floor, makes great decisions. He knows he has a cannon, so he knows people are running out at him out of control. And he can always pump fake and put it on the floor. One of our better plays is a pick-and-roll play with Joel and Seth. So, no, we trust him a lot with the ball.
Thank you.
We'll take two more questions, starting with David Aldridge.
David, who?
Who?
Jeez. What are you, in a bunker somewhere in Washington, D.C.?
I'm in D.C., but I got my baseball bat with me.
That ain't going to help, brother.
Doc, I saw what you said earlier before the game. I don't know if you heard the Senate and the House are back in session tonight.
Oh, great. Yeah.
We finished this. I just wonder if there's how do you kind of like try to put your arms around everything that's happened today now that it looks like it's finally going to get done?
Yeah, it's going to get done. And, the one thing I don't want people to get lost on, David, that America does work. The democracy still works. It wasn't a ton of people there. It was enough people there, if you know what I'm saying. But what fell on me, and I said this earlier, is if Martin Luther King had said, I have a dream today, and then said, now let's go storm the Capitol, there would have been bloodshed. Watching how that unfolded and how peaceful it was in some ways, other than there was a lady that lost her life, it just tells you that we can handle things differently. And, when black people in the past have protested, they've called them looters and rioters. Today they kept calling them protesters for the most part, and then it changed. And so for a lot of people today, I think a lot of things changed for the better because of what happened. I really believe that. And so hopefully this is the first step to healing the country. This country needs to be healed. There's no doubt about it. I'm hoping that Joe Biden and Kamala can do it because we need them. We need them to heal this country.
Stay safe, Don.
Last question comes from Jackson Frank.
You've never really been always outspoken about the social issues and whatnot. You've got guys like Ben and Tobias who are also outspoken. How do you?
I can't hear you.
Hey, Jackson, you got to speak up, Jackson. Speak up, please. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Not
I
really.
got you. I'll relay
All
it to
right.
Coach. Go ahead, Jackson.
Doc, you always been outspoken about social issues. You've got guys like Ben and Tobias who are also outspoken. How do you foster a team environment where those conversations can happen internally to make sure everyone's heard and comfortable with things that happen right now?
Yeah, I told him before the game, you don't have the responsibility to talk, all right? You don't have the responsibility to get involved in politics, nor do you have the responsibility to get involved in this. But if you want to, you should. And the only thing I'll always tell my guys is just don't become the story. Things happen in D.C. that shouldn't have happened. Let that be what we keep shining a light on. And that's something that we said that incited people to go after your words.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach.